Hi friends, it's Mrs. McBriar. We're starting to wrap up right before Christmas break, so I wanted to give you a chance to go back to your Google Classroom for Stream, and if you have any unfinished assignments, to get those completed. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and I want you to go through your Google Classroom just to make sure that things are finished, and anything that is not, I'll be able to show you where to find those things. This works for any of your Google Classrooms. The Google Classroom I'm going to share is actually called the Practice Class, and it is a class that I actually belong to that Miss Wertner created. So I'm a student in this classroom, so it should look a lot like your classroom would if you were logging into my Google Classroom. So the front page here, you have the stream. Here on the top left, it will have any upcoming work. If you press view all, it's going to give you the kind of a different way of looking at it. What's due this week, next week, or even later. So that's a place that you can find your work. However, if something does not have a due date, it is not going to show up here. So if you get an assignment and your teacher does not add a due date, you're not going to see it here. So let me show you where you can find it. Here at the top, we have the Stream tab, the Classwork tab, and the People tab. We're going to choose the one in the middle, that is the Classwork tab. So here I have two assignments. Like I said, if there's no due date, then it's not going to show up. So it looks like there are two things that I haven't done, but if I'm not sure, I can also choose View Your Work, and it breaks it down into what is assigned, what has been returned, and what is missing. So at this moment, the ugly sweater is assigned to me. I haven't finished it, but there was no due date, so it's not late yet. And then drawing a Chihuahua was due on April 29th, and I did not turn this in. So I would go into this and view the details so that I can complete the assignment. So I would read the directions, I would watch the two videos, and I would do any projects that need to be attached. When I was finished, I would choose Mark as done, and that means it has been turned in. If you are looking for things that are assigned, you can always choose assigned, and it shows there. If you're looking for things that your teacher has already graded and returned to you, you can choose the returned. And if you're looking for things that were assigned but you didn't get done, they would be here under this missing tab. Okay, so this week, your assignment for Stream is pretty simple. I want you to go into that Google Classroom, and I want you to check that Classwork tab, and I want you to check for any assigned work, and I want you to check for any missing work. The only assignments that are going to be there are going to be the assignments for this second 9 weeks. That'll give you a week to get anything done that you haven't completed. Okay, because remember, I do grade the work that you do. If you're having a problem, if you are struggling to get things done, contact me. We can talk about things if we need to. We can have a Google Meet if there's something that you're stuck on. So that is your assignment for this coming week. Just catching up on anything that is undone. Now, if you are a person who is extremely motivated and you want an assignment, I will put up an assignment, and the assignment is going to be to write a letter to Santa asking for something for someone else. So you're going to write, Dear Santa, and you are going to request something for someone else. So here's what I'm going to do. I will put in a Google document or a Google slide into your Google Classroom for you to complete this. Let me just grab a slide here real quick so that I can show you what I want done. Now, I know some of my younger friends have a hard time with typing, and if it would be easier for you to handwrite and take a picture, I welcome you to do that. And remember, this is optional. So if you choose not to share it with me, that is fine as well. So the first thing that I'm going to do here in my Google slide, after it's done loading, is I'm going to insert a text box. Because I'm writing a letter, I want to make sure that I have a place to write it. So that plus sign comes up, and I can stretch it out to give myself a place to type. Okay. I see my cursor here, and you see this blue border. This is where my text is going to be. So, dear Santa, I am writing you today to ask you for something for my Vasa McKinney elementary friends. They are all hard workers and deserve to be rewarded. Santa, comma, I'm putting a comma because I'm talking to Santa. Santa, comma, I would like you to bring all of my Vasa friends love and joy for Christmas. I am asking this because they give me love and joy each day. I am blessed to have such a wonderful group of kids to work with. Sincerely, right? Mrs. McBriar. Now, the way that I share this with you, it will automatically share it with me. And some of you might be concerned because you see all this stuff in the background. So whenever I hit the present button, watch what happens. It all disappears. Okay? So friends, you have a pretty easy task on your hands for this week. Complete any unfinished work. If you're finished and you choose to, you can write a letter to Santa. Your text box is that T with a square around it. You click on that, and it makes a plus sign. You can make your box as big as you want. You can also stretch your box if you want to, if you didn't make it quite big enough. Another way to make a text box is if you press Insert, and there's a text box here as well. If you have any questions about the expectations for this week, send me a message, and okay, I guess we're done. Oh, no, I guess not. I stopped presenting. I thought everything closed down. I thought I accidentally hung up. So if you have any problems, send me a message or send me an email. You know that I will get back to you very quickly. And for those of you that I don't have contact with before the end of the year, yeah, I know we're almost at the end of the year. I want you to have a very, very healthy, safe Christmas and a joyful New Year. Friends, we can do this.